We're gonna make one of my favorite dishes today, and y'all already know what one of my favorite food profiles is, and that's Thai food. A lot of you have told me you've never had it before. I wanna show you how easy it is to cook it at home. If you're adventurous and you love Asian food, you're gonna like this one. As always, we're gonna get everything prepped up. Anytime you do Asian food, get your prep work done first. Don't be scurrying around at the last minute trying to find things. I've already got my rice made. I just made some jasmine rice. Real simple. Got it already sitting back on the stove, ready to go. Now, what you're gonna need for this are some red peppers, red bell peppers, or I've got these mini peppers, so I'm gonna use those. Just one large red bell pepper. You're gonna need 1 carrot. You can add or take away anything you don't want. The original recipe does not call for carrots. I like carrots, so we're gonna put them in there. You're gonna need some onion. I'm using just a regular yellow onion for this. Then you're gonna need something hot to go in it. I'm using hang on a minute. I'm using one of my serranos that I grew on my back porch, and it's already turned red, so this little baby's gonna be hot. We're gonna use that. You're gonna need some garlic, fresh garlic, and then you're just gonna need a few of your seasonings that you're gonna need for most any Thai food that you cook. You're gonna need some fish sauce, some oyster sauce, and some soy sauce. Let's get going. And the way that I like to cut my onion, I like to cut it in half, up and down. And then I just cut it like this. That's my favorite way for this recipe. And then I'm just gonna chop up the whole onion like that. My peppers, just gonna cut these into long strips. Just like that. My carrots, you can cut them however you want to. I'm gonna be using my mandolin for this. I've got my larger shredder on here, and then I just put my carrot like this. So it'll make matchsticks. You're gonna need 4 cloves of garlic. And y'all, if you haven't discovered this fresh, already peeled garlic, for me, it's a game changer. I use a lot of garlic, and I just struggle with all that papery mess around the garlic. I like this so much better than the already minced garlic that we keep in the fridge. I do have some of that too, and it's great when you need it. But this is so much fresher. I bought this little bag at Aldi. I think you can buy it different places, but just go ahead and get your 4 cloves of garlic, minced up, chopped up, smashed up, whatever you want to do. And I usually will even go in there and get the little stuff that's left. I use it all. We're gonna put that to the side because we put it in at a different time from everything else. I've got all of these goodies chopped up. I am doubling my recipe, so if it looks like my ingredients are a little different from what I'm telling you, it's because they are. I've got more. After everything's cooked, I'm going to pour a sauce over the top of it, but I'm going to go ahead and get that ready now so that I don't have to stop. Remember, prep, prep, prep. That's key when you're cooking Asian food. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is what oyster sauce looks like. It just comes in a jar like this. You're only going to use 1 tablespoon of that. 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. 2 tablespoons of water. Then I'm going to put about 1 teaspoon of honey. Stir that together, and you're just going to put that to the side and save it for when you need it. I'm going to go ahead and get my hot pepper cut up too, because I'm going to put it in with my other veggies. You need about 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I'm going to remove these fatty parts on the outside, and I'll probably turn that into some chicken broth. And I'm just going to cut these in small pieces across the grain. Don't worry about getting every little piece of fat. That'll render out when you cook it. Just getting the largest hunks. Mine is still a little bit frozen, which makes it a lot easier to slice thinly. If you don't like chicken thighs, you can use chicken breast, of course. You can also use this same recipe and use beef or pork. The first thing we're going to do here is fry up our chicken. Now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in my skillet, and then I'm just going to fry this in batches until it's just lightly browned. I'm going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper on top of this as I fry it. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm going on to a medium-high heat. I'm going to make sure that this oil is nice and hot before I put my chicken in. We want just a little sizzle when we put it in there. And I'm going to do a solid layer, a single layer. Sprinkle with some salt. Just want some color on it before I'm going to turn it over. Now into that same skillet, add you 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Put those veggies in there. Add your little salt and a little pepper. You do not want to cook these until they're mushy. You want these to be crisp, tender. Just barely started to tenderize, and then we're going to be done. I like to put a lid for just a few seconds just to speed things up. That's done enough for me. Now I'm going to combine my meat and my veggies back together. And I'm going to have to switch pans. Final thing. This is easy peasy, y'all. I need to have you 1 cup of fresh basil leaves, just kind of chopped up. And then chop you up some green onions if you want those for garnish. Also, I love some chopped peanuts on top of mine, so I've chopped up some salted roasted peanuts. And I think I forgot to tell you when to add in the garlic. Just add it in after you add in your veggies. Just gonna add our sauce. Don't want to overcook this. You don't want to cook that too much. You're just going to toss it around and turn your heat off. That's it. You're done. I serve mine with a little cucumber salad on the side, and I'll give you that recipe. This is to kind of cool your mouth off a little bit. So good.